Breaking news on The Fan is brought to you by BetQL. The Rangers have made a trade acquiring left-handed reliever Aroldis Chapman from the Royals for left-handed pitcher Cole Ragans and outfielder Roni Cabrera. Salute to the Texas Rangers stealing the show from the Mavericks. As things went silent for the Mavs at the start of free agency, top of the hour, we were frustrated in ruining their lack of movement, and then bang, CY steps up and he's done it again. Tolos, GBag Nationals, welcome back to the show, and it is time now for the one segment of the week where you can call in while intoxicated or in the process of catching a buzz, what you drinking and what you thinking. Sans is going to be our first call of the night. Breaking news is brought to you by BetQL. Smarter bets start with BetQL. Download the BetQL app or visit BetQL.com today as Jared is at the ballpark getting ready for Rangers Astros. And a good evening, Jared. How the heck are you?
Well, guys, I'm great, and a lot of excitement with the Rangers acquiring Aroldis Chapman. Certainly helps their bullpen. He's having a really good year for Kansas City, not necessarily pitching in a closer's role. This move just happened, so I don't know if he's going to assume that role for the Rangers or if Will Smith, who's done such a great job in that role, will remain there. But Aroldis Chapman, just a quick little thumbnail. He has posted 53 strikeouts in 29 and a third innings. That strikeout per nine rate is the second best in all of baseball. Opposing hitters are hitting just 158 against him. He is walking a lot of guys. He walks more than 11. He's walking more than 6 per 9, but he's not giving up hits, and he's striking out a whole lot of folks to go along with that. So it seems like it's canceling those walks out.
Still at the top of his game as an absolute superstar of the reliever world.
Well, yeah, I'd say the only tough thing about that is I do think the ninth inning is a little bit different, and so he hasn't been doing it in the ninth inning. He hasn't been doing it for a good team that's playing for anything, but based on the assignments he's been given this year, yes, I mean he has been electrically dominant for Kansas City. But again, it's a little bit different pitching the seventh or eighth inning for the Royals than pitching the ninth inning down the stretch or in the postseason. So. We'll see in what ways the Rangers use him, but statistically speaking, things look really impressive.
What do you think about the compensation and what the Rangers send back? Is that more or less than you thought that they'd have to do to get a guy like Chapman?
Yeah, I mean, so Chapman is he is a rental, so I didn't expect to have to give up a ton. I think the Rangers, Cole Ragans' story is an outstanding one, right? Back-to-back Tommy Johns to make it to the big leagues, but. I don't know that he's a starting pitcher, and I think there's, a chance he develops into a good reliever. But, you got a team that's got 49 wins halfway through the season, and so, you should be able to replenish bullpen help. And if the Rangers look at Cole Ragans and say, hey, we think you're a reliever, then, that shouldn't stop you from getting a guy like Aroldis Chapman. They did not compromise their future in any way. Now, frankly, guys, to be honest with you, I'd be lying and trying to act way smarter than I am, which is not smart at all, if I told you I know anything about Roni Cabrera. He's 17 years old. He's played in the Dominican League. Looking at his numbers, he's having a really good season here in 2023. But again, he's playing in the Dominican League. It's just so tough to know. I don't know anything about Roni Cabrera, but he is, at 17 years old in the Dominican League, I got to believe he's 3-4 years away. So, again, not someone that should put up a red light in terms of making the deal.
Rangers trade for Aroldis Chapman. Sands, let's get this all figured out. We'll catch up with you back in an hour or so. But before we let you go, we got to ask what you're drinking and what you're thinking.
Well, right now I've got my Gatorade bottle with some water that's about 3 hours old, so I probably need to refill it. But after the game with the Rangers win, I might change up what's in that Gatorade bottle.
Shoot, yeah. There he is, at Jared Sandler on Twitter. He'll be back coming up at about 6:15, 6:20 to preview the pregame and talk about what's next for these Rangers after they acquire Aroldis Chapman. I heard from Mike Bassick via text. He says free agency is almost over, 30 minutes in, and the Mavericks have not done anything. A lot to react to as we deliver what you drinking and what you thinking. Our old buddy Doc Llewellyn, the reporter who nailed the Kyrie story, says the Mavs may miss out on key free agents the longer they wait on Kyrie. Mavs may have to hope players like Dylan Brooks take $5 to $9 million a year. Say it ain't so. Currently, I'm drinking a 20-ounce Diet Coke. I'm invigorated by this trade because, of course, CY is the man, and I knew it, and I called it, and I said, in CY we trust, and he's just getting started. He'll get you another reliever, probably another start, another bat. And I'm drinking this 20-ounce Diet Coke, and I'm living the good life, man. This is the kind of sports story you need to go into a weekend, Chief. What you drinking? What you thinking?